Hey, everybody. This is Maxine Taylor in Atlanta with my full moon ceremony for September 2nd, 2020. Today is August 31st, and I always like to do this a day or so ahead for those of you who are on different time zones, of course, around the world. Um, in Atlanta, the full moon, which is going to be in 10 degrees Pisces, takes place September 2nd at 1:23 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. If you will convert that to your time zone, you'll know, of course, when to celebrate the full moon, and you feel it. Oh gosh, you start feeling it a couple of days ahead. Um, the actual full moon radiates so strongly approximately 2 hours before the time it is full in your time zone and 2 hours later. So you have a little leeway there. Now, this month's full moon, or I should say next month's, which begins tomorrow, is in Pisces. And this is a very nebulous sign. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. And when I think of Neptune, I think of smoke and veils and um, d- divine inspiration or just plain spaciness. And that's how a lot of people feel just prior to the full moon. Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, uh, I liken it to trying to grab a handful of smoke. It is elusive. Uh, and yet it's there. And it kind of wafts in like smoke and then wafts out. And that's sort of how it feels. When I look at people on the Pisces full moon, they all look like they're in their own little dream, which may be exactly what's going on. So if you're feeling a little spacey, what I'm saying is there is nothing wrong with you. That's exactly how you feel. And of course, prior to the full moon, there's a lot of expansion, and it's expansion of our body as well. And so if you have put on a little weight, or if you find that your jeans are a little bit tight, after the full moon, you'll see a difference. It's just that simple. Think of the full moon as tuning a guitar, all right? You're tightening the string and tightening the string. And if you tighten it just one iota too far, it'll pop. That's what happens on the full moon. It pops and it brings things to a head. So let me tell you where the full moon is going to fall in your solar chart. In other words, for your sun sign. I'm going to start with Pisces because the full moon is in Pisces. And Pisces, it is your turn to do what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. If you want to space out, do it. If you are on the path, and I would imagine everybody watching me now is, if you are a Piscean, you just leave yourself open to magnificent divine inspiration. Because that's what happens. You will, and you can still be spacey at that point. I remember the first time I was in tune with the spirit world. Gosh, it was magnificent. And I was long gone. It was it was divine. So it's your turn, Pisces, to do things your way. Aries, you want solitude and privacy. You want to pull back and retreat and say to the world, go away. Talk to me after the full moon. Wait until the moon goes into Aries, and you will come alive at that point, Aries. Taurus, this is a time to spend time with friends, to be a friend. Your humanitarian side is beautifully triggered, so be a friend to all. Gemini, your career is beautifully triggered with this full moon, so move upward, make changes over the next few days in your career. Upward movement, not lateral movement. Cancerians, your natural home bodies, not on this full moon, you're seeing a much bigger picture. It's like the fog has been lifted, and you see options and opportunities you did not know you had. Higher education opportunities. Are you thinking of taking advanced courses since we're all at home a whole bunch? Perfect. Higher education. Normally I would say long distance travel, but you know how iffy that is, even especially right now. But especially, you get the picture. You can take a trip without leaving the house by getting on the internet and Googling whatever you need. Leo, very, very interesting. Joint finances and any secrets related to joint finances. That's the deal with you now. You too are going to want to be by yourself. There is a part of you that wants to be in a cocoon, that is free to do things your way. You are now a psychic detective. So look beneath the surface. Don't go by the symptoms. Go to the cause of any issue, whether it's financial or spiritual, anything. You will want your solitude. So just tell the people around you, it's not you. I just need to be alone. Virgo. Relationships of all sorts, whether personal or business. You want to get out there and be with people. Okay, you have to do it. Now, be smart about it. Socially distance yourself. And put your attention on other people. This is a time of service for you, one-on-one service. This is beautiful. Libra, wow. Your job and your health. This is great. If you have had any sort of a health issue, it will come to a head, and my suggestion is to use natural methods of healing. And it can literally heal overnight. Are you looking for a job? Are you looking for a new job? A new project at your current job? This full moon delivers on that front. Scorpio, time for fun. Time to enjoy yourself. And if you have kids, they are going to want your attention. You just got to know it. But fun, fun, fun. I keep thinking of that Beach Boys song. I've just dated myself. And she'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes the T-bird away. I know a lot of you are humming along. Yeah. Love it. Sagittarius, home and family. Very interesting. Sag, you always love to be off and running. This is you staying at home, being with family, if not with family, just enjoying being at home. Maybe, excuse me, my cat is wanting attention. Surprise. This is a time when you might binge watch some shows, movies, but enjoy the comfort of home. Capricorn. Capricorn, your mind is going 100 miles an hour. Are you writing a blog? Are you writing a book? It's a time that you're going to get bored easily. So short trips, even just up to the supermarket, can calm you down. And talking to people, communicating with them, touching base with them. Terrific. And last but not least, Aquarius. This full moon activates your money. Oh, don't you love it? Remember, when we have a full moon, things come to a head. Seeds we have planted blossom and bear fruit. And so this is you bearing fruit, reaping the benefits of the seeds that you have planted, so to speak, when it comes to finances. Awesome. Okay. At this point in the full moon ceremony, those of you who have been at my full moon ceremony know we burn our lists. You bring a list to the full moon ceremony of what you want to create for yourself over the next month, certainly over the next 2 weeks, because in 2 weeks, we have a new moon. After the full moon, the energy starts waning, and 2 days before the new moon, we're in the dark of the moon. There's just no energy. It's not there. On the new moon, which occurs after the dark of the moon, that's when energy starts growing again. So if your list is for a longer period of time, that's fine. You write down what you want. It's your heart's desire. And I have my list right here. And so usually at this point in the ceremony, what I do is have everybody come forward and burn their lists. You don't even need a piece of paper. I tell everybody, God already knows what you want. This is a ceremony for the benefit of your left brain so that it knows what's going to happen. Okay, cool. And so we tear up our lists, and I've had many people show up without a list and tear up their invisible list. And I think that's good enough. And then I always have somebody who is really good with fire. I have been blessed since doing these virtual full moon ceremonies with matches that now work. Yes, I used matches. I mean, that's just, oh gosh, this is so wonderful. Okay, I have my list here in little pieces, and you have your list. Please feel free to burn your list. Depending on the kind of paper you've written on, it may not burn real well. I love this paper that I use. It's thicker than most paper. It's kind of slick on one side, which makes writing with those gel pens a joy. But as far as burning, not so great. There it goes. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. It's burning. See? And in the winter time, when we burn our lists and the wind is blowing and 40, 50, 60 people come up and everybody burns their list in a big old flower pot that I bring with me. And the smoke, they walk into smoke and it really smells good. And I always tell them, when you come up and the smoke envelops you, you will think of this, of your list of what we have burned and released to spirit to deliver to us. The smell of that smoke reminds you of it. Okay, this is just about as much as it is going to burn. And so what we do is recognize that we have fire, earth, there's some earth in my little bowl here, air, and water. We have a pond, little pond, at the Phoenix and Dragon, and I have, 40, 50, 60 people go up and dip their hands in the pond water. And if everybody just sprinkles a couple of drops on the fire, it's out. And so I'm doing this for everybody, just pouring water. And some people get both hands, and I remind them it is not necessary to put out the fire by yourself. We have, tons of people to help. So this is the first part of our beautiful ceremony. And I'm always, thank you, Source, thank you, God, for matches that work. Now, what I want to do with us, the next phase of the full moon ceremony, is a very powerful one. Those of you who have been watching me monthly know that I do this every month because it is so powerful. And we are going through times that require a lot of love and support from spirit and our friends, to and from our friends. So what we're going to do is discover our heart's desire, and we are going to eliminate, release the block to it. So the way, as many of you know, I know I'm preaching to the choir here. I know so many of you know what I'm talking about, because I only deal with people who are spiritually advanced and awakened. That's you. So we want to come from a state of love, because it's love that allows us to make changes. If we come from anger, we can of course send that out there, but man, the ramifications, whew, it boomerangs. What you give, you get. So if you're having a rough day, for whatever reason, my suggestion is, and some of us, for goodness sake, those of you who've been through the hurricanes, the tornadoes that we've been having around the world, you have had what I call a bad hair day. And it may be very difficult to move into a state of love. But if you will do this one step, I think you may find that it's going to be very helpful, particularly since we're having a Pisces moon, which deals with the spirit plane. And you simply put your hand over your heart. It puts your attention on your heart. And that means that you are dealing with love. And when you do this, you will find, if you allow yourself to, just for the duration of this ceremony, you will feel loving. And then after the ceremony, you can do this yourself anytime you want. Okay? I have had days where I've walked around looking like I'm pledging allegiance because I needed to move into a state of love, and I knew it. So if you will do this right now, I have the sequence right here. Okay. And what we're going to do is go back to the time that we were born. Because when we were born, the potential in our birth charts, the potential in our life was that it was potential. And we came into this earth plane as pure love and pure spirit. Society and family programming had not yet gotten to us. And so it is never too late to go back to that time and start again. I used to say, it's never too late for a second chance. Well, for some of us, this is our 255th chance. It's never too late. Doesn't matter the situation. God handles it. So, what you're going to do is go back to that time when you were born, and you're going to say your full name out loud. And I'm going to give you a chance to do that. And then I'm going to give you the acceptances. And when you do these acceptances, you allow all of God's love to pour down from the top of your head through every cell in your body and out the soles of your feet. Okay? It is that simple. And first, what we are going to do is get clear on your heart's desire. So you extend your right hand, palm up. And right now, without thought, put your heart's desire, what you want right this minute, in that right hand. No thought. If you can't think of a thing, think of how you want to feel. Cool. And then, especially without any thought, in your left hand, ask God to put what is blocking you from that. And there it is. It can be a person, a place, a thing, a situation, but I can promise you it is holding you back. And when you see what it is, you toss it out to the universe, to God, to deal with it. And what you have left is what you want. And you put that on your heart. And you're going to start by saying, I, followed by your full name. And then I'll give you the acceptances. So, 1, 2, 3. I, your full birth name. Take back my heart. This allows you to love. I take back my soul. That's your essence. I take back my mind. That allows you to think. And remember, let all those acceptances just pour down through the top of your head, through every cell in your body, and out the soles of your feet. I take back my body. This creates the potential for healing. I take back my honor. I take back my identity. Your identity, honor, I think, is self-explanatory. When you take back your honor, You feel good about yourself when you take back your identity, which is God in an earthbound body. Doesn't that feel good? I take back my God-given power, and better duck, because it is wonderful. The ability to heal, to give love without saying a word, to transform your environment, your planet. That is what we're talking about with God-given energy. I take back my self-love. If you don't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. You might be in lust, but when you love you, you automatically love everyone, and that changes the planet. I take back my self-respect. Oof, that's the step after self-love. If you respect yourself, you're not going to harm yourself. You're not going to allow the dark side to harm you either. And the last acceptance. I take back my life. Take that back. It's yours. Nobody else's. And feel your whole body tingling. Feel yourself renewed. Feel yourself empowered. And if you forget all of these acceptances, just take back your life. It covers them all. And so, now that we are centered in spirit, let's send, as a group, light out to our world, to our planet. All you have to do is send out love. You might be saying, well, what about to the dark side? People who are coming from the dark side. The dark side can't stand the light. And remember, they are still source energy in an earthbound body. So, just a little bit of light is all it takes. You don't have to like them. You just send them light, because as a group, light workers, and we are all light workers, have incredible power. It's a loving power. And just let it go. Don't be attached to the outcome. Don't look at watch the news or look online at what's going on and say, shoot, that didn't work. Oh, yes, it does. You just keep seeing them in light. Visualize them in light. That's our job, right? Okay. Oh, and I want to add one thing. Dear friends, on the heels of what I just said, will you all please accept this? And it is this mantra: I make a difference. You do. Even if it's with a pet, a little child that you see who's crying because it's not getting its way, and its mother is just beside herself. Little love, and that child stops crying. Now, there are reasons sometimes when the crying continues. I get that. All kind of reasons. You still make a difference. Do you know you can say something to someone and they come back to you 20 years later and tell you what you said and how it made a difference. I know you know what I'm talking about. Everyone watching this video, you've had it. You've seen it. This is why you want to acknowledge yourself and your God-given power. Because you are being called upon. We are all being called upon to give it more freely, more frequently, more caringly, lovingly. That's just how it is. So, at this part in the full moon ceremony, move this away a little bit. I go around the circle, 40, 50, 60, 70 people, And I read everybody and give them a mantra. On an eclipse, some of you have been there. You know that we've had 80 people. It's a small patio at the Phoenix and Dragon, and they're 3 deep very often. But people have come from all over because of the energy that we all create. And these mantras that I give everybody around the circle, they're not just for the person I'm reading. That person is a light and came to this circle to be part of the circle. We are one. And so every mantra I have everybody repeat. It's really exciting. So let's do it together. I made star cards many years ago, and they are only positive. You can do this too. You can make them up. You just write what you want, take it over to Office Depot or Office Max and have it laminated and use them for yourself in your own life. You know what I'm sharing with you is for you. You can do it. So let's see what mantras we have brought. Okay. I love this. And I'm going to say it, and you're going to say it. For you, you're going to use I am. Okay. Oh, claim your power. Your mantra, I claim my power. And let that pour down from the top of your head into every cell of your body and out the soles of your feet. You are a powerful being because you are filled with the essence of you is source energy. Claim it. And you know what comes to me now? Some of you are feeling like victims. That's a role that we play. Let go of the victim role right now. The victim is abused, put upon, has no say, and they have given their power away to somebody else. That's why this claim your power is so right now. And so release, I totally release to you, God, my role as victim. And let it go. Literally, let it go. You've given your power away. And now the acceptance, I claim my power, is even more powerful. I know. Okay, next mantra. You are God made manifest. I am God made manifest. It's a powerful night, guys. I wish y'all were here in my living room. We'd be a little crowded, of course. You have mega energy. I have mega energy. I love this. Live your destiny. I live my destiny. Doesn't that feel good? Oof. I'll keep on going here. Claim your prosperity. Oh, good grief. I claim my prosperity. Say it. Oh, go for it. Why not? You are radiant. I am radiant. Oh, beautiful. You make a difference. We said it before, let's do it again. I make a difference. You do. You know you do. You are honorable. I am honorable. We don't see a lot of that today from people in charge, right? You be honorable. That means honor yourself and everybody else, because they are God-made manifest also. People listen when you speak. People listen when I speak. You have to be selective of who you speak to and what you're speaking. I've learned that. They may not be as awakened as you are. So only speak to people who speak your language. Makes sense, right? You are valuable. Oh God, yes. I am valuable. Oh. You are wise. Ooh. I am wise. Yeah. I got lots more. Transform yourself. I transform myself. Ooh. Really. What a powerful night. Now you know, and I'm speaking to all of you, and I've invited you guys to be here in my living room with me while I pull these star cards. But you didn't know that. You are special. I am special. You are beautiful. I am beautiful. Doesn't this feel good? You are funny. I am funny. I know I am. Sometimes it gets a little out of hand. You are powerful. I am powerful. We have 16 mantras. That's a number 7. Carry these with you. You can always watch this video anytime you want. And I want to mention something. If I have not yet helped you find your life's mission, you might want that. It's on my website, MaxineTaylor.com, under the spiritual coaching tab. It is absolutely thrilling. It's one of my favorite things to do. If you have a copy of my book, Move Into the Magic, the second half of the book is devoted to helping you find your mission. But I found over the years, most people need a little help. And that's where I can come in. I would love to help you find your life's mission. You're already doing it, by the way. We're just identifying it and bringing it to consciousness using your words. And most people are practically levitating when we're finished. It's thrilling. So, dear friends, till we meet next month, I'm sending out love to all of you. Please share it with everybody, your love with everybody you meet. And my blessing for you, of course, as always, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.